And Lou, tell us a story about.
He's got all the
He's
things
asking
in.
Tell us a story about you and
What, darling?
Tell us a story about you and Aunt Marie going to visit Aunt Eula.
Yeah, you let Colin on the train.
Well, they know where Eula is, I guess. Anyway, she was almost 100 and lived by herself up in this little bitty town between here and Birmingham.
Coley.
And the train ran every morning at 9 o'clock, and you could be up there in an hour. And it came back at night. Well, Mama decided it was a good idea for us to go up and pay Eula a visit. So we packed up our duds and got on the train.
Who is we?
Huh?
Who is we? Tell them who we is.
Mary and I. And
You were
they
supposed
gave
to.
us a little spending money. But Coca-Colas cost more than a nickel on the train. We didn't know that. And that was the same train that those New York Yankee lawyers were down here defending those niggers.
Mr. Leibowitz.
Yeah.
Samuel Leibowitz.
So Mary and I decided, we hadn't been out of town 10 minutes. We decided we had to have a Coca-Cola. So we got a Coca-Cola. And when the man came to collect for it, we didn't have enough money. Well, guess what? The train stopped at Coley right then. Well, they didn't get their dime, whatever it was. We didn't pay them for anything, but we were scared to death to get back on that train that night.
I thought you got some kind of. Didn't you get an orange with a straw? Do you remember
With
that?
a candy cane.
With a candy cane, was that it?
Candy stick in it.
I thought you got an orange with a.
A peppermint
Peppermint
candy stick.
But you
That's what she's always told.
decided, you went up to Aunt Eula's house, but you decided you wouldn't stay, isn't that it?
We got up there and we had to go and draw water from the well. And Aunt Eula had to go across the road and get vegetables from the Tatums. One of those girls died the other day. And while she was gone, we had been there less than half a day. Mary said, Lou, you tell Aunt Eula you're sick, we gotta go home.
You and Aunt Marie didn't want to go in the first place. Y'all didn't want to go in the first place.
No,
Mama just sent y'all away to get rid of you.
I'm trying to get rid of it.
And you were supposed to stay a week, weren't you?
Yeah, supposed to stay a week. So, poor Aunt Eula made all these plans for us, and all this, and she came back with all these vegetables to cook for supper. Lou's sick, we gotta go home. And the train came by about 4 o'clock, I guess.
And so,
So what?
then you got off the train you got off the train at the Queen City Station.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
Well, Jean doesn't remember all that. We had this school teacher that lived with us that had an old Model T Ford. And she was riding up Queen City Avenue. Mary was carrying the suitcases and I was walking ahead. Well, Maudine came by and saw me and picked me up and brought me all the way home. Won't know where Mary was.
It was Mary. And Mary was still back there carrying
Mary was way back, almost down at the railroad station.
Well, how did Mama handle that?
Well, Daddy Jack and the name, was there. Daddy had made ice cream, and she couldn't do much about it. But she didn't do anything. She didn't do anything to me for running off and leaving her. I don't think.
What happened, what, Mary finally arrived?
That was still
Oh, that
on the
was
train.
right.
We always thought you bought an orange with a peppermint stick in it on the train, not a Coke. Didn't you tell about having an orange with a stick in it?
Orange. We got that first.
Oh, you got that first?
That's why we didn't have.
That's why you didn't
pay
have
for the
enough money.
Coca-Cola.
For the Coke, oh, okay, well, I knew an orange and a peppermint stick was involved.
But you paid your train fare.
Oh, yeah, they probably had a ticket.
Oh, yeah, they had a ticket.
Okay, just a
Had a
Coke,
round
the
trip.
Cokes you didn't pay for.
It was a round trip ticket.
She paid for the orange, but didn't have enough of it.
Poor Aunt Eula, they just announced they gonna have to leave. This guy and they walk back down the hill and wait
Yeah.
for the train.